Good evening, everyone. We're going to be playing some MLB The Show. We're going to be working on the TA4 mini seasons. Get a bunch of XP. Plus you get vouchers. Sorry, mine went blank there for a second. You get vouchers for TA4. So every 5 wins, we will get a voucher. Plus there's, show you guys. So every 5 wins, you get a voucher. In a single season, tally 30 hits, you get a bundle and some XP and stubs. 30 Ks, and you get a bundle. This one is repeatable. You need to accumulate 1,000 XP with any of the season 4 classic players, which I can't remember if I put any in the lineup or not. Captain Clutch in a single season tally 21 RBIs with captains. Can only be done once. In a single season, tally 21 innings pitched with captains. Only be done once. In a single season, accumulate 2,000 parallel XP with season 4 captains. Only once per season. This one here is repeatable, but it's per season. Same thing with this one. It can only be done once per season. Tally 15 home runs with snapshot players. In a single season, win 15 games with snapshot pitchers. In a single season, accumulate 3,000 EXP. And on it goes. So you can get lots of XP this way too. So we are going to join into our first game. We'll be playing these on All-Star. Yeah, change it. Go back. And we'll start off with our starting pitcher, Shohei Ohtani. We're playing against Sandy Alcantara. As you can see, I got a few captains. And I got snapshot players. And I have one classic player in Brandon Rogers, because he's the best at his position that I have right now.
All right, ready to go here. Jorge Soler up at the plate. Swings and misses. And we're underway. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-2.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball. 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
Nice.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
1K for Ohtani.
Digging in, Jimmy Rollins. In there, and it's 0-1. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Rollins checks the swing.
That's 2Ks for
Appeal down
Ohtani.
the third. Got him. Ricky Holiday with the call. Here's Harper now. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1. Certainly you'd say Bryce Harper's signature moment, Game 5 of the National League Championship Series in 2022. That opposite field home run that put the Phillies ahead and would send them to the World Series of the Padres' Robert Suarez. That's a slider for a strike.
Strikes outside.
Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a...
Good
Here's
start.
a big power threat. Matt Holliday. And a pitch. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Come on, Matt. You gotta hit that one.
And he deals. That's to third. McNeil gets it to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. And here is Jason Kendall.
The designated hitter, Jason.
That's down and in.
Ball 1.
Bounced up the middle. Rollins.
That's 2 out.
Fires over to first. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
Alejandro Kirk in the box here. Lets that one
Ball
go
one.
for a ball.
Kirk with a base hit.
In, but a good job to keep it in front.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side.
Got
and
Joe
the hands
Carter.
just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And now it's going to be Joe Carter.
Strike
And
one.
that's in there for strike one. Slides, he's got it. Goes to second with it, and that's a nice play to end the inning. And welcome back. Second inning set to go. Now here is Eddie Rosario. That one finds the corner. That's strike one. That's through there for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
right.
Tosses to first and quickly
One down
away
in
in
the
the
second.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Next
Foul.
offering is fouled back.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Oh, great.
One down, runner at first. Here's Jason Hayward. Hit hard but foul off to the left. Rings at first, one gone. And he dodges that fastball.
Good speed on the base pass. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit.
Runner on the go. Swings and sends a rocket to right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the
And
out.
double him up.
And there's
Couldn't
two
do
away.
it.
Tries to get back and save. Jeff McNeil stands in. First offering misses the mark.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Rogers
Got it. We're out of it.
in plenty of time to first, and that is back here at the ballpark.
Okay, bullpen.
And here's the first baseman, Joey Votto.
Gonna go Romero, Tom Hankey.
The right-hander back to work. And that one fouled off.
That would have been my pitch.
And the 0-1. This one smoked out to left. Rosario makes the play, and there's one away.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Hello. Okay, I guess we're playing plugged in.
Justin Turner in
Ball
the
one.
box lays off for ball one. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. On the ground to the left.
Damn it.
Oh, nice play to first. And he'll be safe at first. Jazz
That's
Chisholm
there.
Jr. now.
The center fielder, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Check swing. He held up. Ball one.
Always
That
tough to
should have
turn
been a
two on
strike.
a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn
On
two
one.
quickly.
And a 1-1. That one pulled
Out.
foul.
1 and 2.
That misses the zone.
2 and 2.
And it's 2 and 2. That one
Won't
missed.
count.
On this count, runner.
Jimmy Rollins
not known
on
for
deck.
speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Base hit.
And a base hit. And a go-ahead run into scoring position. One away.
That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out.
New pitcher on here.
Dodgers
Number 54.
bullpen with Jimmy Rollins
Jimmy
up.
Rollins now at the plate. Line
That's a
drive,
base hit from Rollins.
Throw comes in quickly.
Bases
Holds that
are
go-ahead run at
loaded.
third, and there's still one away.
A couple of singles back to back. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters,
Brendan
they take
Rodgers.
so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game,
Strike
but
one.
right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Brendan Rodgers in the box now. Takes strike one. Ground
That's into
ball
a
right
double
side
play.
could be two. Feeds to second. Out there. Double play. What a twin killing day. Welcome back onto the third inning. And now the first baseman, Alec Bohm. Righty reliever out of the pen, Jordan Romano. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Next offering is in for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Foul.
The 0-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Okay.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be
That's
ready to
foul.
hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
There's no way Carter was going to
Down,
get for that
base
one.
is empty.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. Swings and
Got him.
misses. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Back to the top of the lineup. Now it's the DH, Jorge Soler. Top of the third, no score. Strike two. Swing and a miss.
Got
Struck
him.
him out. And welcome back as we go to the last of the third. And now Matt Holliday. Now the right-hander ready to go. Still no score.
Ball one.
And that's too high. That one drifts inside.
Ball two.
Two-seam fastball is a great pitch from a right-hander to a right-handed batter. Just really teases the inside part of the plate, runs in on the hands.
Matt
this one's
Holliday with the
blasted.
walk-off
High
home
deep. It's on
run.
its
Let's
way.
go.
Outta here. Ball game.
450 feet.
A towering shot.
1-0
they
on the
walk it
season.
off.
Let's go. That was a bomb.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing of the bat, nice win for the team.
All right, so pick up win number 1 on the season. Courtesy of Matt Holliday.
She's so persuasive.
Give me 1 minute. Hold on. Okay, so Romero's P1. Progress. So, okay, so we're picking up some AL East boss points. That's got to be from Kirk. NL East boss. Oh, yeah, okay. So now we're going into game number 2. Okay, hold on. I gotta go back out. I just wish they would like let that sit as October once you pick it the first time, instead of having to repeat it over every single time. We got Martin Perez on the hill.
And now, Jorge Soler. The wind of the pitch. Now a fly ball to right center. Carter on a dead sprint. That one hops against the fence. Into second with a double.
Not a good start.
And they've got something brewing now.
Wastes no time there. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
The 1-1. There's the strike.
1-2.
Soler at second with nobody out. Check swing.
Did not
Now
go
we'll look
around.
down to
2-2
first.
count.
No, he held up. Gets a piece and stays alive.
That's fouled off.
The 2-2 on the way. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 2-2 now. Swings
Got him
and
swinging.
misses. Struck him out.
Well, he should get some fist bumps when he gets back into the dugout, because even though he strikes out, he saw a lot of pitches.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance.
We're lucky.
Tries to make the play, but it's foul. They say it went.
No ball, 2 strikes.
One out and a runner at second. The next offering misses. Going to count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's down and away. Slow roller to first. Tosses to the
Hey,
pitcher,
that's 2
covering
out.
the bag. Harper retired.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Perez is definitely
And
coming
first
out.
offering is
Perez.
fouled off.
My God, he can't pitch.
Ball 1. 1
No score yet, but a runner at third with 2 away. And a strike.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Next offering
2 and
misses, and it's 2 and 2. That one down the line, and
Foul.
he grabs it in foul ground. Spoils that one, and it remains 2 and 2. And the pitch. On the ground to third.
Oh no.
Safe
Fuck.
at first as they can't make the play. Stepping in
That's frustrating.
is the speedy Tim Raines. Hit hard, that gets through. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Jason Hayward in the box now. Takes strike 1. That just misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Off the mark there. It's 2 and 2. Cut on and miss. Struck him out.
He gave up
Good
a run
job of
because
damage control.
Justin had a bad
We
throw.
go to the bottom of the first. Here's the left fielder, Matt Holliday.
Okay, we're going with Duran.
The pitch. The bit
Swing and a
behind
miss,
with that
strike 1.
swing. It's strike 1. Fouled
Foul.
off. He was late.
1 and 1. Or 0 and 2, sorry, me. 0-2 count.
0 and 2 now. Ball 1 there.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And the right-hander deals. And a
0-2.
ball evens the count. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Hayward gets
That one's
under it.
caught.
And there's one down. So now here's the DH, Jason Kendall. Softly hit to third. Fires over to first. And a couple of quick outs.
That move, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way
Come
it
on
comes out
now.
of his hand as an infielder.
Come on, Kirky.
Wow, really impressive.
Here's the catcher to hit, Alejandro Kirk. First
Ball
pitch,
one.
not close. That one lifted to left. Pulls it in on the run.
3 up, 3 down.
And that back here at the ballpark, top of the second. Now, Jeff McNeil, the new pitcher in the game, Yohan Duran. And this guy can bring it velocity-wise. First pitch, and he just misses.
Come on, that's a strike.
Drilled to the air, right field, way back there, and that is out of here.
That's crushed.
That was a moonshot, and they tack on to their lead. It's 2-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth.
Check swing, no appeal. And the count is 1-1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you
Ooh,
start to
nice
expect
pitch,
a
1 and
big
2.
inning.
Ball, 2 strikes.
1-2 now. And right back to the mound. One away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer.
Yeah, okay.
Foul ball there. Righty delivers. There's the strike.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Here's the 0-2. Just misses the mark
1 and
outside
2.
the zone. And that one just
2.
missed off the outside edge.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
In the air, foul off first.
Otto's got that one.
Votto pulls that one down. That's out number 2.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense. After giving up that home run earlier, it just doesn't seem like he wants to challenge him.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
2 outs. Fights it off. He'll see another. 2 down, nobody on. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And now it's filled up.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Can't get pitches by them on fucking All-Star.
On the ground right side, and it goes just foul. Right-handed reliever. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Welcome back. And now the right fielder, Joe Carter. The pitch.
Foul.
Slapped foul. That misses the zone, and it's a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and a miss.
That was my pitch.
Not close with that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And here it comes. That to right. Harper ranging after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Joey.
And the batter now is Joey Votto.
Come on, Votto.
Misses outside. Ball 1. And that one pulled foul.
Killed that
Well,
ball.
it's a really good pass of the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way. Just let it travel a hair more.
Next offering is
2-1.
downstairs. Good eye right
3-1.
there.
Turner on deck. Three and 2.
So now 3-2. That one out to right. Harper has a beat on it.
Little warning
Squeezes it.
track.
And there's 2 away. Here's Turner now. Swung on, belted. That one back there.
Gone, home run.
He powers that one out to left, and they cut
2-1.
into the deficit. It's 2-1. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now.
Foul.
And a foul ball. You know, it's no surprise that Jazz Chisholm Jr. is good at baseball. His grandmother, Patricia Coakley, actually played shortstop for the Bahamian national softball team. And get this, she didn't retire until her 60th birthday. She
1-1.
started to play soft toss with Jazz when he was only 2 years old. Misses
2-1.
inside. 2 balls and a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Edwin Diaz appears to be getting loose. Oh, and now this one's crushed. This
Go
one's
Jazz.
on its way and gone. This place is absolutely loving it,
ball
and
game.
we're all square. It's 2-2. Here comes the manager out of the new pitcher on now, number 62. He's being eased into the game here with the bases empty. And here is Jimmy Rollins in there for strike 1. Next pitch is popped up. Rollins makes the play, and it's out number. So digging in, Jimmy Rollins.
Okay, Kirby
We're back
Yates.
to start the third, and there's a new arm on the mound, Kirby Yates.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Strike 2.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger,
How did
he's not
you
worried if he
even
gets to an
touch
0-2
that?
Takes it in for the out.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever
Wow.
to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Here's Eddie Rosario. Out to center. Chisholm drifts
1, 2,
towards
3
it
inning.
and makes the play, and that's out number 3. Home. Bottom of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Brendan Rodgers. The pitch. Out to short. In time to Bone.
Okay, back
One
up to
one
the
down.
top of the lineup.
Now the left fielder, Matt Holliday. He's 0 for 1. That misses, and that is ball 1. And that one
2-0.
almost got him.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here or this could get ugly.
Up the middle. Fires to first on the run. Awesome play there. And the
All right,
batter
Jason
now,
Kendall.
Jason Kendall grounded out his first time. Just
Ball
missed.
one.
Pitch
Ball two.
misses there, and the count is
2-0.
2-0. Right-hander kicks, deals. Pitch misses.
3-0.
3 balls, no strikes. And
That's a
ball
walk.
4.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch
Turk
walk,
is up.
and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Kerr swings through it for strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Next offering is fouled back.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
0-2 now. Next offering misses
1-2.
down and away.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
That
2-2.
just misses, and the count is 2-2.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
And now it's filled up.
Great RBI spot here.
Joe
Just got to stay
Carter on
focused
deck.
on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
And the righty deals. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Rosario gets there.
Hey, we're
He's
going to
under
extras.
it, makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And welcome back. John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Tim Raines.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. And that one is in for a strike.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Activity in the bullpen. Number 54 up and loosening in the pen. Number 64 getting loose as well.
Oh, come on.
He can't flip it to the pitcher in time, and the
Gotta be
speedy
fucking
runner is
kidding
on
me.
at first. A move being made at third. Pinch running here. Xavier Edwards. Hayward in the box now. Takes strike 1. Grounded out his first time. Strike 2.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first.
And a swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes for the 2nd time today. So he needed a strikeout there, and he got it. And now, right side, sneaks through, base hit. In comes the run from third. 3-2, they take the lead.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Comes up empty on the swing, 0-2 now. Next offering is fouled back.
He wanted that fastball high and tight, looking for a strikeout. Just didn't locate it very well.
Swings over the splitter for strike 3. So 1st and 2nd with 2 outs. Chadwick Trump digs in now. And there's the strike. Raines on 2nd. McNeil at 1st. 2 out of the
Fouled
inning.
that one off as well.
Got him
Got it.
swinging. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And the home team down to. So they turn things over to the righty.
I literally don't have a catcher.
Joe Carter getting ready to hit. Substitution now at 2nd base. Entering is the pinch runner, Shohei Ohtani. And the first offering
Remind
is
me
not
after this
close.
game to go put
As
a catcher on
you know
the
the runner on second
deck.
is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is
Or
probably
bench,
going to be a
sorry.
big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Next pitch misses inside, and a count 2-1. Outside corner, there's a strike. 2-2 now. Off the outside edge with that one, and now it's filled up. Joey Votto up next. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
Votto up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Next pitch off the plate.
2-0.
And now 2-0.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Swing and a miss. Now 2-1.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big time velo on the bump and big time pop at the
3-1.
plate.
And that one
Turner
is
on
inside.
deck.
Justin Turner waits on deck. And the 3-1. And strike two.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Oh, that would have been a walk.
No outs. Runners at first and second. Caught him looking for the K. Justin Turner now singled and scored his first time. And takes low for ball one.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That misses.
Ball
2 balls, no strikes.
He hasn't wanted a challenge in both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
The count 2-1. Big swing and a miss.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Full count.
2 on, 1 out. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
And
that's a walk. Bases are loaded.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are
Craig
free passes,
Kimbrell.
especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way on.
Craig Kimbrell gets the ball now.
He's got a wicked breaking ball.
It's in the gap.
Into the outfield for a knock. 1 runs in. Here's the throw to the plate.
Let's go. Walk off. Back-to-back walk-off games.
Well, you come to the ballpark hoping you'll see something special that day, whether you're a player or a fan. A walk-off win, nobody forgets that. A memorable moment that'll be logged in the backs
Down
of the minds of
2-0.
everybody
Tie it
who
up.
witnessed this here today.
Give up the lead in the top of the 4th. Come back and win it in the bottom. We are now 2-0 on the season. Things you love to see. We're getting close on the Angels. Oh, might be some TA3 stuff going on too. All right. Next game. Against the Lemurs. And we're home again. We're going to go at Woodruff. We got to face Giolito.
Now it's the power speed combo. Ian Kinsler. That catches the zone for a strike, and that's how this game gets started.
7 o'clock.
Next offering is
Strike
in
two.
for a strike. Drilled in the air, right field, way back there, and that is out of here.
I can't pitch right now.
Well, we see this so much more today. Lineups would pop
That was
in the
right down
leadoff
the middle.
spot, and it really puts the pitcher in a tough spot out there where he has to execute right away. You can't just get over a couple of strikes to settle in, get comfortable, because at the plate, that guy's looking to do exactly what he just did. Start the game off with a huge bang.
He'll do it himself, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
And that one fouled off.
Good thing that was foul.
One down, base is empty. Good job to fight that one off. The next pitch misses. 1-2 to count. Swing and a miss.
Got him.
Struck him out. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. And now Jonah Heim. And that's through there for a strike. Next one is off the plate. And it's 1-1. And a swing and a miss.
1-2.
That fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost.
Got him.
He locked him up, and
Picked
that'll
off the
do
corner.
it. The inning is over. But they're off to a good start as
Dean
they pick up
Kinsler with a
on
home
this
run.
solo shot. It's bottom of the first. Stepping in the long ball threat, Matt Holliday. The wind and the pitch. And downstairs.
Ball one.
Called strike
1-1.
right there. And that's outside.
2-1.
Top of the
2-2.
zone, and it's called a strike.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
Slider
Full
misses
count.
outside. 3-2 now.
Fouled
And a
off.
foul ball, he stays alive. Payoff pitch. Sets him down looking. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3. And the batter now, Jason Kendall. That one's in there. That's strike 1. And that's outside.
1-1.
That's off the mark.
2-1.
And it's 2-1.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit.
Oh, gets dirty. Gathers and throws, and they get the out.
Well, you can see right there, he looks very comfortable going to the backhand. Nice diving stop, gets up to complete the play. That'll fire the boys up for sure.
Cracks his bat and pops him up. Heim gets it to
The
first.
bat went further than the
Inning
ball.
over. So they make
Imagine.
new inning getting started. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. And
Nope.
ball 1.
Count 1-0.
That one's in
1-1.
there. And it's 1-1. And that's
Oh,
outside.
2-1.
That one in for a strike. 2-2.
2-2.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 2-2 now. Got it by him for the K.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Strike 2.
Got him.
Looking. Clip the bottom of the zone with a curve for strike 3. Here's Mike Moustakas to hit. That one's in there, 0-1. Mike Moustakas, known as Moose, he was the second overall pick in the 2007 draft.
Staying alive.
And the 0-2.
Got him.
Looking. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. After an back here at the ballpark, we head to the bottom of the second. Now it's the right fielder, Joe Carter. You know, we talk so much about how guys prepare for a start. For Giolito, one of the things that's really cool, he actually uses scouting reports and then plays MLB The Show to execute how he's going to go about attacking hitters.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. That pretty much
Joey
split the
Votto.
zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And the batter now is Joey Votto. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
One and one.
And a pitch out, but nothing going on. Carter on at first, nobody out. Next offering is in for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of a double play here.
And now
2
the
and
count
2.
is even.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Staying alive. 2 and 2 count.
Here's a 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
I want that pitch back.
Two now.
Full count.
You see how the catcher wanted that pitch up and in. Want to try to tie him up. That's the one thing we're seeing, that high fastball. You have to get it up there because of how hitters have changed their swings.
And ball 4
To walk the bottle.
Pretty good pitch on 3.
And they're going to the
They bring
bullpen.
a young arm out of the bullpen in this spot. 110.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And it's even up.
1 and 1.
Action in the pen down there. Kendall Graveman up and throwing. And a pitch. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
His eyes got big. He saw that changeup way out in front.
1 and 2.
Better to pull it than to get jammed on something off speed like that.
The 1-2. Try to get him to chase on the changeup
2 and
that
2.
time.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Next
Full
pitch is
count,
inside.
Turner.
And now it's 3 and 2.
Jazz on deck.
Changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Swung on, belted. And that ball
Let's
is
go.
gone.
3-run shot for Turner.
Justin Turner takes him deep, and they jump out front. It's 3-1.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. First pitch doesn't find the zone. On the ground.
Base
That one
hit for
sizzling
Jazz.
On its way through to the outfield. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
Single with an error.
He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need.
Jimmy
Oh, now this one's
Rollins
high
with
and
a
deep. Way
bomb.
back there. On its way. Gone.
Right in front of the glove.
A
5-1.
two-run homer, and they add to the lead. It's 5-1. New arm out of the bullpen, number 67. He's into the
I'm
game.
going to go with
the
Jordan
bases empty.
Romero.
Now it's Brendan Rodgers. And he swings
Swing
and
and a miss,
misses,
strike
and it's
one.
0-1.
One and
Swing and a miss.
0-2,
He was
sorry,
late.
0-2.
Strike two.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
And 1-2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
And the
2-2
misses to even the count. Next pitch is
Full
outside.
count.
Full count now.
Really good take, especially
Matt
with 2
Holliday on
strikes.
deck.
The
That's a
3-2
walk.
is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
That's a tough one to swallow right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put him away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to
Ball
bite him.
1.
Holliday at the plate for the second time as he takes ball 1. Next offering
2-0.
upstairs. Runner at first with no outs here. The 2-0 is in
2-1.
for a strike. And there's a
3-1.
ball.
One strike.
3-1,
That's a
and he
walk.
couldn't come up with it.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch. wasn't
Kendall's
even much
up
to
now.
think about.
Jason Kendall will hit next. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Kendall with a base
left center
hit.
field. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. Number 50.
Bases
taking
loaded for
over on the
Kirk.
mound.
And he comes on in a close game with a pretty big mess to clean up. He's going to have to make some great pitches the rest of this inning to keep him in it.
That hits the dirt, and it's 1-0. And
Ball
another
2.
ball.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Fouled
Next
off.
offering is
2-1.
fouled back.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through
2-2.
this, he can earn some points.
Two now. Swing.
Kirk
the ball
with a
popped
blooper.
up. Base hit, and a run comes in. Now a long throw home. Safe at the plate.
2 runs
It's
in,
7-1.
7-1.
Back-to-back singles. With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always
Ball
a little
1.
room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a lawn dart in there, and he found a way.
Kendall over at second. Kirk at first with no outs.
Ball
And
2.
misses inside.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
It's going to be a double play ball.
To second, there's one. Throw to first,
Oh,
but he beat it.
fielder's
Well, he didn't
choice.
recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it.
Okay, we got Votto up now.
2 on with 1 out. Joey Votto now at the plate. He walked and came around to score his first time up. Ball 1, no strikes.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Fouled
Next
off, 1
offering
and
is
1.
fouled back. First and third, 1 down. Next one
2-1
misses.
count.
2-1.
And it's going to be a
Might
double
be
play.
2. Smith over to second, on to first, double play. And that's
a good
the
inning.
But the long ball was working. Welcome back, and the batter will be the shortstop.
Hey,
Devin
Romero
Smith.
come in to finish the
Hand
game
ball
off.
over to a new arm, Jordan Romano.
And you know, bullpen guys can
Romano,
struggle
sorry.
sometimes when they're called upon with big
Always
leads
call him
because
Romero.
it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this
Foul.
as well.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 1 out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
The next offering
It's off,
misses.
1-1.
1-1. And now
1-2.
1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Pitch
2-2.
misses. 2-2. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center.
Holiday's
field.
underneath that one.
Holiday puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down. Now it's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. First pitch
It's off.
just misses. Okay, so Jordan Romano, a guy who never used cologne until a teammate gave him a bottle in 2021. He's been using it for games ever since. He rotates 3 colognes. Number 1, feeling good.
Ball
And
game.
that'll do it. And a 7-1 finish in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John.
Let's go. We're 3-0. So let's just update our goals here. We got no classic players. We have no classic pitchers yet. 48 PXP accumulated for classic players. We only have the 1 in the lineup. Captain Clutch. We have 4 of 21 RBIs. 3 innings pitched with... 3 innings pitched with captains. Accumulate 2,000 PXP with captains. Oh snap, tally 15 home runs with snapshot players. We got 3. We have no wins with the snapshot pitcher yet. In a single season, accumulate 3,000 parallel XP with snapshot. Make the playoffs. Blah, blah, blah. That's further in. Let's go into game number 4. Pablo Lopez is going to be the pitcher. Captain. July. And we're facing Jordan Montgomery.
Hello, baseball. Here's some real power at the plate. Ian Kinsler. Pitch misses inside, and we are underway. In the air out to center. Chisholm on his way over. Got it.
Nice play by
Covered
Chisholm.
Plenty of distance there. 1 up, 1 down. Reggie Jackson now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Gets the outside
0-2.
corner with that one. Chris, I wonder what coaches in the league say when they first get the schedule for the season.
Well, I imagine it's a combination of excitement, hope, and a splash of how in the world are we going to get from Cairo to Seoul to Lima in a few days?
Fouled off. Got him.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Down goes Mr. October on K's.
Here's a big power threat. Tim Salmon. Inside, just missed. If I were in charge, I think I'd give the schedule to our travel secretary before giving it to the coaching staff.
Tim,
We're not getting
wrong,
any of these
fish,
games without
salmon.
that crew.
If you're a traveling secretary for a team in the GBL, you
Last
definitely
year,
deserve a raise.
you got trolled with center
3-0 down.
fielders.
And a 4-pitch walk.
Either got trout or you got salmon.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
At the belt and fires. In there at the knees. And it's 1-2. I can imagine players are waking up in their hotel rooms wondering, what city am I in today?
Oh, that's common in Major League Baseball, too. Hotel rooms start blending together pretty quickly. You don't have to deal with 20-plus hour flights in Major League Baseball, though.
Goes down looking. No runs on. Ready to go for the last half of the inning.
Matt
Stepping
Holliday.
in the long ball threat, Matt Holliday. First offering, and it just misses.
Count 1-0.
That one the other way.
Ooh, nice
Makes
catch.
the catch. One down. Jason Kendall, the next to hit. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one. That's ripped. Base hit. So they get a man aboard
Right,
with
I
a
could
one-out
switch
single.
him.
He was all over that one.
Catcher?
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base
Foul.
hit. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Kendall, the base runner at first with one out. Swing and a line drive slicing into right
Kirk
field.
with a base hit.
And it one hops the wall into third now. So runners at the corners and one out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great
Joe
swing,
Carter.
nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field. A chance now to take the lead.
On the ground is short, could be 2. Smith tossed to second, and that's 2. And welcome back. Second inning set to go. Here's the center fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. A little bit low.
We'll keep Pablo out there.
Next offering is in for a strike.
I got faith in you, Pablo.
There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him. And one gone.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
0-2 is the count.
And that's a strikeout looking. Called strike
Nice.
3 and a fastball up in the zone. Here's Mike Moustakas to hit. In there at the knees. Strike 1. Singing Mike Moustakas. He goes by Moose. He was the 2nd overall pick in the 2007 draft. Been to a few all-star games. Career highlight, though, has to be winning that 2015. Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone.
Damn it. They're giving up a lot of home runs today.
Your reaction, fastball up and in, not an easy pitch to get to, but because it was just a reflex, he didn't have time to get long with this swing.
Kevin Smith at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Smith tries to hold up, appeal to first.
He went
Nope,
around.
He held back.
Was this Angel Hernandez behind the plate?
Gets under it and pops it up. Under it is Justin Turner to make the catch, and that's the 3rd out.
All right, we
One
got
scores
to
in the inning coming on this.
gotta do some
So
damage
lefty
here
out of
now.
the pen, Colton Ingram.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Here comes a pitch. Hard hit to third. Sends it across to first. That's one out the bottom of the
Damn.
2nd. So now Turner in on that right side. And a base
Turner
hit
pokes
on the
that
line.
into the gap. It's going to be a double.
Salmon hurries to get it back in as the tying run is forced to stop at second. Oh,
What are
caught
you
up in a
doing?
rundown now. They get the tag on him, and that's the second
Oh
out.
my God, no.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one carrying. And it is gone.
Barely out.
So he
We'll take
leaves
it.
the yard to left, and we're level.
1-1.
It's 1-1. Base is empty with
Should have
two
been
away.
2-1.
Jimmy Rollins digs in now. That one missed.
Ball one, no strike.
Pitch is in the dirt. 2-0. Ingram maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Here's a 3-0.
Had
There's a
to.
swing and a drive.
Rollins. Gone as well.
And forget it. He sends a rocket to left. Just like that, they move in front. It's 2-1. Number 50 comes on now.
Just trying to keep this one close here.
We're gonna put Hanky
this is
in.
where a bullpen can give their guys a chance to fight back into the game.
Now it's Brendan Rodgers. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Hernandez going back some more. Gives up the body and makes the catch.
Nice catch.
But the
We got 2 long balls.
And here's the first baseman, Greg Kessinger. Now time is called here. Pitching coach on his way out to the mound. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Tom Henke. And this guy can bring it velocity-wise.
Right, going.
The line to kick the pitch. Off the mark
1-1.
there. 1 ball, 1 strike. A little out
1-2.
front there as he swings through it. The 1-2.
Got him.
Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. So the batting order turns over. Now it's going to be Ian Kinsler. And he swings and misses at the
0-1.
initial offering.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
And he's down 0-2
0-2.
as he swings through it. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Just misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing
Got
and
him.
a miss struck him out. 2 away. So it's their last chance in this one. Now the number 2 hitter,
Mr.
Reggie
October.
Jackson. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. And a breaking ball drops in for a
1-1.
strike. Swing and a drive. This one way back there. Going. That one is gone. We
Oh
are
my
tied.
God. Where was that
That's
put
the
to?
exact definition of hitting the ball where it's
I
pitched.
don't
taking
know.
that outside
I can't pitch
fastball
tonight.
and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
The pitching is
Salmon
terrible.
in the box now. No balls and a strike. He reached out a walk his first time. Good eye right there. The 1-1 is fouled off.
1-2.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher
God, I'm
taking a
putting it,
note.
like, right
Look
over
for
the
an
plate.
off-speed pitch on this next one.
Foul.
Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is that. Just 1 hit in the inning.
Reggie
but it was a
Jackson,
big
Mr.
one
October,
right here
keeping them
as it
alive.
ties the ball game. Back here at the ballpark, here's the left fielder, Matt Holliday. The pitch. That's a little bit low. Bullpen activity starting up now. Matt Gage, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Good eye
0-2.
right there. And there's the
2
strike.
and 1. Matt Holliday with a base hit.
Base hit into right.
The winning run is now on first.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come
Jason
through.
Kendall.
It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Down the line towards the corner.
That one's caught. That's one
Jackson
out.
flashes the leather on the run and catch. So up next,
Kirk is up.
Alejandro Kirk.
Foul,
And
strike
first
one.
offering is fouled off. Kicks and deals. Lifted in the air, right center field.
That one's caught.
Makes the grab. Nice
2 out.
play after the long run. And there's 2 down.
Every day during batting practice, these
Joe
outfielders
Carter.
get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Over to first, and he saved. Oh, and this
Joe
one's blasted.
Carter
High
walk-off
deep.
home
It's on
run.
its way. Outta
2-run
Ball game.
shot. 446
A
feet.
towering home run. And they
Let's go.
walk it off for the win.
Four and 0 now. This team is full of walk-offs.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing of the bat, nice win for the team.
Let's go. Blue Jays getting close. I don't even have to look at any of that because that's not close at all. We're finally getting a road game. Jacob deGrom. Live series. We'll get the start. The Pinheads are using Christopher Sanchez, 64 overall.
Okay, all set to go. At
Matt
the plate.
Holliday.
Matt Holliday. And he deals. And a seed into center. That's a base hit.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do
Jason
some damage.
Kendall.
And he squared it up nicely.
Step off throw to first. And he dives back in safely. Now here is Jason Kendall. First offering misses the mark. Holliday, the board here at first with nobody out. Next pitch misses, and that's ball 2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
In the air to left center, Rosario should have this one.
That's one out.
He's got it, and there's one down. And now
we got
Alejandro Kirk. On
Yeah,
the
that's a
ground
double
left
play.
side, 6. 4, 3 double play, and the inning is over.
Should have known better.
We go to the bottom of the first. Now it's the DH, Jorge Soler. There's a strike. Just missed.
1-1. Fouled off.
And a pitch. Got him.
Swing and a miss.
One gone here.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Next offering is in for a strike. Jacob deGrom, obviously with a very impressive resume. He's only the 3rd player in history to win the Rookie of the Year and multiple Cy Young awards. The other 2 guys to do that, Justin Verlander and Tom Seaver. The 1-2. And down on strikes he goes. Back-to-back strikeouts. And now here is Harper. In there, and it's 0-1.
Foul. 0-2.
First 2 hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
And a 1-2. Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. Back here at Pinhead
Joe
Park.
Carter.
Top of the second, and now the right fielder, Joe Carter.
Out.
And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch. Swing and a ball popped up.
1 out.
Reigns makes the catch, 1 down. And
Joey
the batter
Votto.
now is Joey Votto. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Ripped, but it curls
1-1.
foul. Next pitch misses outside, and it's 2-1. And there's a ball.
3-1.
This is such a tough offense.
Justin
That
Turner
pitcher
on deck.
needs those pitches called for strikes. You don't want to give these hitters any more advantage. They're already bruisers.
Boom. The flip to the pitcher covering. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Okay, we got
Here's
Justin Turner.
First pitch, and he just misses.
Ball 1.
High fly ball out into left center field. Rosario racing over to make the catch.
Okay, DeGrom's got to pitch again.
Bottom of the second. And now here is Eddie Rosario.
Felt impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, and you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
Up the middle. Throw over to
Rollins
Votto.
gets it to first.
Quickly
1 out.
away in the second. So digging in, Tim Raines. Misses outside. 1-0. Just missed.
Got some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far moving the ball around nicely.
The 2-0 is in for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Some high cheese for strike 3. Here's Jason Hayward. And that's in there for strike 1. No score here in the second. That one misses, and it's a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. That's towards center. Chisholm's
underneath that one.
And puts the squeeze on that. And
All
that
right, we gotta
is
go to our bullpen.
number 54 on to pitch out of the pen here. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now.
Now pitching. Number 54.
Romero is going to be the
pitch. That one missed. Movement
sorry,
in the
Romano
bullpen.
is going to be
right-hander is
the
up to
closer.
throw. Left-hand hitter waits.
One and
Swing
one.
and a miss. Nice changeup.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Foul, 1
Next
and 2.
offering is fouled back.
Come on, Jazz.
The pitch. Down and in, moved his
2 and
feet.
2.
And that one
3 and
moves his
2.
feet. Fouled off again, and it remains 3 and 2.
Crush that one.
Righty to the plate, and a swing and a miss. And that's the first out.
No, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base
Come on,
paths.
Jimmy.
It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking it.
Hammered, and this one could be extra bases.
Let's go.
Not stopping, he's going for 3. The relay to third, safe, he beats
Perfect.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. A triple into
Sack
the
fly
opposite
here.
field
Let's
gap.
go.
That gets me going right there. Just a perfect swing, man. Like he was still taking BP or something. And then instantly transitions into a base runner. Great hustle to get all the way around to third. Now the go-ahead runs in scoring position, so big opportunity for them to jump ahead late.
And a pitch. And a foul ball.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
The next pitch misses.
1 and 2.
Down 1 and 2.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in.
Let's go. Base hit.
And he can't
Even
make
better.
the play. Able
1-0.
to score from third. On the board first, it's 1-6.
Attaboy, Rogers.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at
Matt Holliday.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Number 62 into the game.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
And here it comes.
And that's going to be a fly out.
Lifted in the air right field. Harper snags it for the second out. Next is the designated
Kendall.
hitter, Jason Kendall. 0 for 1 with a fly out.
Base hit.
Hammered, base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
And we
And
got
now
Kirk
the catcher
up.
comes up to hit. Alejandro Kirk. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a pop-up. Reigns sizing this one up. He gets there to make the play. A nice running grab. And that's the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. As we go to the last of the third. And now here's Jeff McNeil. Jordan Romano gets the call from the pen.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Let's go.
And now it's Alec Bohm. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
1-1.
Swings through that.
Everyone here understands just how quickly things could change. The idea was right. Looking to locate that fastball up and in. He just missed his spot a little bit.
Just misses there.
him.
99 miles per hour to finish him off.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first two batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. He's having fun at bats. If
That was a
hitter.
bad pitch.
I'm so glad I'm retired.
And now
away
1
with
and
it.
2.
Foul.
Home team down a run. And the home team trying to pull it out.
Got him looking.
And that's the ball game.
5-0.
On each and every at bat in these 3
We
inning
finally get our
games. It's like
first
the playoffs.
pack
Sometimes
2 of TA vouchers. I think there's one. Well, there's one voucher. There it is. We will go and put that on the AL East. Oh, I gotta go open the pack first. Hold on. My dumb ass. Forgot about that. There we go. Voucher. Program. Team Affinity. Blue Jays. Mini season. Voucher. Boom. So we unlock an unlockable. We get the Yankees unlockable. $45.42 until we get Max Fried. Or Max Fried, sorry. We got all that done. It's just top moments I didn't do yet, which I care for. So let's go back here. Mini season. We have no goals done so far, besides for obviously we got our first 5-pack. Single hits with classic players, we only have 1. No strikeouts. 84 of 1,000. We are sitting at 7 RBIs with our clutch players. We're sitting at 4 Ks, or sorry, 4 total innings with our captains. 852 of 2,000 for the PXP. Snapshot players were 4 home runs. 0 games won by them. 654 PXP with Snapshot. And then that's playoffs. So before we start game number 6, I'm going to take a short break. And we'll come back. We'll play 5 more games, see what time it is. And we'll decide from there what we're going to do. Be right back. All right, let's get into game number 6. Going back to Ohtani. Live series Ohtani. Parallel 2. We gotta face Sandy Alcantara.
Here's a big power threat. Matt Holliday. The wind of the pitch. That misses the zone. And we're underway here this afternoon. And a good eye there. Righty delivers. On the corner for a strike. 2-1 now. Chris, we've seen relocation take place in the Global Baseball League. The Lemurs moved away from Madagascar before landing in Lima. You think we'll ever see league expansion instead of just relocation?
Well, that's a good question, and I think I know the answer. My guess would be yes.
Steps on first for the out.
I think it makes sense for the league to expand. The Global Baseball League wants to live up to its name by being global, and I'm sure they're cooking up ways to expand to Antarctica or Australia sooner rather than later.
As someone who travels to these games, my vote is for Australia. Liner to second and picked on the hop. In time to Bone. Nice efficient start to the afternoon. That's 2 out. Alejandro Kirk, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. 0-2 as he waves at that one. And the right-hander deals.
1-2.
1-2.
Ground ball up the middle.
I had to swing at that. It was going to be a K.
And that is that. Jorge Soler up at the plate. And the pitch. And there's the strike. All right, Singy, is there anything you have to eat or see whenever you're in New Orleans?
Absolutely. I got to get some jambalaya. If I don't, it was a failed trip.
Hold off.
Right-hander kicks, deals.
Swing and a miss.
And a miss. The high heat, too much on that one. Jimmy Rollins will hit next. In for a strike, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
This to third. Slides, but he can't come up with it. Around first, digging for 2. The throw into second, and that's a double.
Nice hit.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Well, he just had no answer for that hard inside fastball right there. Just blew it by him. And not every pitcher likes working inside, especially with 2 strikes. They don't want to hit a batter.
Well, plays made there, and that retires the side. Back here in New Orleans. Now it's the right fielder, Joe Carter. Ball 1 and a pitch inside. Next offering upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
The wind and the pitch. Line drive, that's a base hit.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side. And
Joey
the hands
Votto
just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And the batter now is Joey Votto.
Foul.
And first offering is fouled off.
Strike 1.
Left-hand batter waits.
Base hit.
Grounder, that's through for a base hit. Throw holds him at second, but the go-ahead run now in scoring position, and still nobody out.
Love how he let that ball travel.
Number 54 gets handed the rock out of the pen. First and second, no outs. Justin Turner now at the plate. Check swing, went around. It's 0-1.
Strike one.
First and second here, no outs. Right back to the mound. Could
Double
be an
play.
easy two. There's one. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
Well, the reliever comes in, takes care of that inherited runner,
Hey,
gets that
come on,
ground ball
Jazz.
double play, and now he can work on one more guy to get back in the dugout.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Activity in the bullpen. Number 62 getting ready to go. Number 64 warming up as well. Chopped out in front of the plate. In time to boom.
That's
Out number
bad
3.
hitting.
And welcome back. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Tim Raines. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Line drive. The
Got
throw
him.
first. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Needed that one.
Here's Jason Hayward. That one's in there, 0-1. Out towards right
Come on,
center
Jazz,
field.
get there.
Chisholm moving back for this one.
Jazz is there.
Nice grab on the run. 2 away. Jeff McNeil stands in. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Second inning here, no score. And that is cut on and missed.
1-1.
And the count 1-1. Late that time, and it's strike 2. And now it's
Ooh,
even
just
up.
off 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul.
Stays alive. Swing and
swinging.
a miss, and that is that. We'll move to the back here at the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Leading off, Jimmy Rollins. The pitch. Hard hit, right side.
Oh, he can't
And
hit
one
right
away in
now.
the top of the third.
Yay.
Now it's Brendan
The
Rodgers.
second baseman, Brendan Rodgers.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Tosses to first. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the third.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Holiday, the
Ball
next
1.
to hit, takes outside. Next
Ball
offering
2.
misses, and that's ball 2. In the air, right side. Harper ranging after it. Great effort as he's able to haul it in, and that will. Back here at Pinhead Park, set for the bottom of the third, and now it's Alec Bohm. A new arm into the game, the righty, John Schreiber. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Next offering is fouled back. Going to count 1-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Strike number
Some
1.
high cheese for strike 3. Next to hit, Chadwick Trump. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. And a swing and a miss there.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And that quickly 2 away. Soler batting for the second time.
Right down the
And
middle.
that's strike 1. This one in the air center field. Chisholm drifts towards it.
Jazz is back for that one.
And the inning is over.
Now we're going to
On the
extras.
4th. So a young arm coming. And now the DH, Jason Kendall. Bounced up the middle.
Runners over to
In
third.
Plenty of time to first, and one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man.
Kirk
And here's
is
the
up.
catcher, Alejandro Kirk. In there, and
Strike
it's
one.
0-1.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
In the air out towards right center. Hayward on the move. Into the alley. Grabs it on the run. Runner tags from third. He scores.
1-0.
That's a big sacrifice fly, and it's 1-0.
Well, he's always capable of losing one over the
Okay,
fence.
Hanky,
He
you
might just
have
missed
to
it
pitch
right
well
there,
this
but
time.
a good job to drive in that run from third.
Carter
Strike one.
in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Next one misses.
1-1.
Ball 1. The wind of the pitch. In the air right field.
That's to
Harper
Harper.
has a beat on it, and that'll do it. Welcome back. Bottom
Come
of
on,
the fourth.
Hanky.
And now the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins. New pitcher now, Tom Henke. And this guy can bring it velocity-wise. On the ground, right side, Rogers. One out.
Now they get
bottom
the
of
runner
fourth.
over to first. Or third, I
Couple of
mean.
pitches and a quick out.
Making a move at third, and here's the pinch runner, Xavier Edwards.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
Swing and a miss. 1-2. And that just misses. The tying run is 90 feet away. Swings through it, and that's a
Nice.
strikeout.
Come on, one more batter,
Here's Eddie
Hanky.
Rosario.
One more batter.
Trying to deliver as the hero. And first offering
That's
is
hit
fouled
hard.
off. That's down and in.
Ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
That one hit to right.
Come on, Carter, catch it. Let's go.
And
6-0.
that'll do it. And a 1-0
It's a
final
save for
score
Hanky.
here in this one. For Chris Singleton.
Player of the game? Okay, we'll take it. We'll take it. Got an unlockable. I think the unlockable may have come from the Angels. Oh, it's an alternative. Was that this year's or was that? Sorry, the TA. That's gonna be TA3. Yeah, that was TA3. We still got like nice bit of TA left too from last time. Cool. Let's continue. 6-0. Game 7 against the Whales. Nope. Back out. Got Perez. Excuse me. We gotta face Venezuela. We're home.
All right, ready to get underway. Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. That one inside, and this one is off and running. That's in for a strike.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Next offering is in for a strike. And a base hit into right center field. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Not good.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Chisholm makes the play. Runner tags at second.
Got him.
Tag out at third. And that's a double play.
What a throw by
Willie
Chaz.
Mays, the next to hit. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Pitch misses inside, and that is ball one.
Fouled
Sliced
away.
down the right side. The pitch. And a foul
1-2.
ball. And now it's 1-2. Battling
Out.
here as he fouls it away. And a 1-2 again. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here's a 1-2. Now he breaks his bat. And that is
Got
that.
him.
Now the left fielder, Matt Holliday.
Come on, Holiday.
And he deals. Ball
Ball
one.
one.
Count 1-0.
Sharp grounder.
Base hit.
That's through for a base hit.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever.
Jason
Such
Kendall.
a good feeling. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Here comes the 0-1.
1-1.
Ball, 1 strike.
Up the middle.
Lays out. Oh, it's off his glove. He doesn't have
Runners
a
on
play,
first and
and
second.
they can't
No
get
out.
the out. Alejandro Kirk digs in now.
Kirk up the
Gotta
bat.
be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. Squirts
All one.
away a little bit. Nothing happening on the bases, though. There's a strike.
1-1.
Action in the pen down there. Luis Frias getting loose out there. Rogers getting cranked up as well. The pitch. Swing and a
1-2.
miss. And the count 1-2. Holiday at second. Kendall on at first with nobody out.
Foul.
Good job to fight that one off. Kicks and deals. And now the count
2-2.
is even.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
He
Nice
goes
pitch.
down looking. 2 on, 1 out. Digging in,
Joe Carter.
Lots of pop at the plate. Outfield playing back almost on the warning track.
Ball
First
1.
pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
In the air on the infield. And the infield fly is called. So first
Hey,
and
Votto.
second with 2 outs. And the batter now is Joey Votto. That one is absolutely belted.
Into the gap.
And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. 1 run's in. The second run scores.
2-run
And they lead by 2.
RBI double
Well, there
for
you
Joey
go,
Votto.
the RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his
Fouled
resume
off.
speaks for itself. Now Justin Turner gets a chance to hit. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. That one
1-1.
ran inside, almost got him.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
Strike 2.
1 and 2.
Next offering is fouled back.
He wanted that fastball high and tight, looking for a strikeout, just didn't locate it very well.
Another 1-2. Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And this one's going to be
a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. That is
we have
the
a
inning.
2-0 lead.
But they'll pick up a couple runs here.
Joey
Both
Votto
coming
double.
on this 2-run. And welcome back. Standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Justin Turner. Pitches in there. That's strike 1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Got him looking for the K. Fastball to letters, frozen for strike 3.
That is Prez first
Next to
K.
hit, Vinny Castilla. First pitch just misses. Smoked on the ground a second. Rogers throws to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Sean Green stands in now and watches strike 1. Next offering is
off.
fouled back.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing him down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes. Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center
He went
field.
around. He went around. Let's
Started
go.
after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and he went around. Ruled a swing. That missed inside, and the count is 1-2. Green leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
That's ball 2.
Next pitch downstairs, 2-2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Pulled the string. Luis Frias gets the ball now. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. And a pitch. That one not close. Ball 1. Slice the other way and foul. And the righty deals.
Ooh,
Swing and a miss. It's a ball and 2
gross.
strikes.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Next offering is down low.
It's a good take.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Got him looking for the strikeout. Called
Nice
strike
pitch.
3 and a fastball up in the zone. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jimmy Rollins.
Foul.
And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Mays has it sized up. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there are 2 down.
Okay, we got Brendan
Now it's
Rodgers.
Brendan Rodgers.
Foul.
And first offering is fouled off.
Down the
Drive, and
line.
that's a base hit to right, and that's going to
Should
kick
be
into the
2.
corner. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in, and that's
Not
a
in
2-out
time.
double.
Stand up double.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So
Hey, we got
impressed
Matt
with
Holliday.
his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little little anxious and
All
you get
one.
away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Runner leads away at second.
Ball 2.
Ball, that's out.
And the slider
Ball
just
3.
misses.
3-0.
The right-hander
That's a
gives
walk
up
to
the two-out
Holiday.
walk. How big a deal is that walk?
I don't think it's a big deal because if you pitch to the previous hitter with the power he has, you can hit a home run. I think it was a calculated walk. We'll see how it pays
Strike
off
one.
here.
Now here's Tyler Rogers out of the pen.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Out towards left center.
And that one's caught, and that's the end of
Willie
2.
Mays
We're heading
makes
to
the play.
the top of the 3rd.
So now the DH spot. Matt
got Romero.
Holiday. We're back to start the 3rd, and there's a new
Romano,
arm on the mound,
sorry.
Jordan Romano.
And we all know
go,
about his
Romano.
slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Romano, a very difficult guy to get
0-2.
hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches. Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that
Got
day,
him.
you pretty much forget about it.
Swings and
Down
misses on the
on-
fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. Yasmani Grandal up to hit. Kicks and fires. Missing inside.
1-1.
Ball, 1 strike. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake.
1-2.
Yeah, and you're hoping that, you know, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk,
Swing and a
something
miss.
bad happens, because
2
outside of
Ks.
that, stuff is just too good to fail. Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners
Fouled
or
off.
maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Rollins to first.
Ball
Ball
game.
game. 7-0.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding.
Romano is the player of the game with 2 Ks. No rewards yet. $25.76. Game number 8. 7-0 versus 2-5 Wales. Gotta go back out. Want October, and I want 7 o'clock. We got Woodruff pitching.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show brings you Diamond Dynasty. Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. And a pitch. There's the strike up high. And that's how this game gets started. And
Foul.
that one wrapped foul. The 0-2. Popped up.
Turner's underneath this one.
Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Man, he just couldn't lay off right there. Those high fastballs, they just look really good because they're eye level, but they're just about impossible to get the barrel to.
Steve Finley, batting with one down, takes a strike. And that's downstairs and outside. Next pitch is downstairs.
2-1.
Just missed. Next offering finds the zone, and the count is full.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. And there's ball 4.
The walk.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Stepping in, Willie Mays. And that's in there for strike 1. There goes the runner. Swing and a
No
miss.
ball, 2 strikes.
Throw.
Time.
Save.
Good steal a second right there, and now the table is set for the middle of this order to drive in the first run of this ball game. I like that they're trying to manufacture.
And that one hit 97 on the gun.
Let's go,
Just
Woodruff.
blown away
Okay.
in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better
And
time
Jazz is
with
going
the
to catch
fastball
this
next time.
one. Coming
Chisholm
through the
makes
top of the
grab,
first.
And that's the inning.
Let's head to the bottom.
Bottom of the first.
See if our
Here's
bats
the
can
left
get
fielder,
going.
Matt Holliday. Here comes the pitch.
Go foul, go foul, go
Walker
foul,
on his
go foul.
horse.
Thank
And
you.
he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. And the 0-1. Now 1-1.
1-1.
There's the
1
strike.
and 2.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger.
Fouled
And
off.
perhaps the best pitch you'll see in this at bat to hit.
Way
2 and 2.
inside, gets out of the way.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Oh, there he gets the slider in on his hands.
Hate
and
Alex
it just eats
Wood.
him up. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the
Ball
plate.
1.
Can't get any extension. That's what he definitely should have laid off of.
The next offering
2.
misses. Ball 2. And that
2
gets
and
the
1.
inside corner for a strike. The next pitch misses.
3 and 1.
And that's ball 3.
As a veteran out there on the bump, you're trying to establish both edges of the plate. Right here, he's
That would've
working
been a walk.
inside.
3 and 2.
Gets a piece and
Fouled off
stays
to
alive.
stay alive.
Up the middle, Abrams. Throw to first is in time.
2 outs.
2 up, 2 down.
Oh, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
This
Kurt
to
flies
center
out to
field.
center.
And that chance handled by Willie Mays. Second inning set to go. And now it's going to be Vinny Castilla. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Just missed. He swings
Fouled
and
off.
fouls
2
one
and 2.
off.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Swing and a
Cuts and
miss.
misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup.
Right down
and
the middle
still
with that
wait
one,
on it.
too.
You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
No score here in the second. Next pitch is outside.
Foul.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
You see how the catcher wanted that pitch up and in. Want to try to tie him up. That's the one thing we're seeing, that high fastball. You have to get it up there because of how hitters have changed their swings.
And the right-hander deals.
Got
him
him.
swinging.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Swings and misses. That's strike 2.
Come on, let's get him out here. Got him.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Back here at
Bottom
the
second.
ballpark, stepping in the long ball threat, Joe Carter. Hammer.
Ace hit for
Could be
Carter.
extra
Should be a
bases.
double.
Mays whips it in
And
quickly.
it is.
And now a runner moves into scoring position as we look for the first run of the ball game. And the batter now is Joey Votto.
At 143.
There's a strike. And that one missing low. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Luis Frias appears to be getting loose. Rogers getting loose as well. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Foul.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Left-hand hitter waits. Got him!
Got him,
Not
Stan.
what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one
Come on,
away.
Votto, you're better than
Turner
that.
climbs in on that right side. And the first pitch misses for
Ball
ball one. Carter, the runner at second with one away. That one
two.
way outside. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Appears they're working around him with the base open, Singy.
Well, you know, these 2-0 counts, Boo, they're just not what they used to be, and we sound like
2-1.
old guys when I say that. But ultimately, this is a strategic game, and you expect to see this type of approach by the pitcher in this situation.
Foul ball.
See, you wouldn't want to catch that anyway, because Carter would take off for third.
The pitch. Bounce to the left side.
grounder.
Abrams throws across the diamond, and Turner is retired. Manager out of the
Okay, Woods
Luis
out.
Frias will
Frias,
take over
okay.
here.
Jazz is up.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Ball one
Please tell me I
there.
put someone in the bullpen.
Runner at second.
Shit, I
2
didn't.
down. And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here in a crucial spot. See the velocity 97 with that fastball. Time asked for a second time in the at bat now. Next offering misses, and that's ball 3. So definitely a little wild right out of the
Keep
gate.
asking for
Won't be a
time
little
just to see if
tough
it'll help
coming
him with
from the bullpen mound
bullpen.
to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
And the 3-0 finds the zone. And that's
It's
ball
a walk.
4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound.
Jimmy
right there.
Rollins.
Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Now here is Jimmy Rollins. Swing and a high fly ball to left.
It's over the head,
And
it's
an
dropped. It's a
automatic
ground roll double.
As it hops the fence. As a run scores.
Too bad it wasn't a ground roll double,
Now
because
it's
that
Brendan
would have been 2
Rodgers.
runs in.
Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. On the ground to third, Castilla. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning.
All right.
Welcome back. Now it's the DH, Matt Holliday. On the mound now, John Schreiber.
These are the spots where
Looking for the
relievers
save.
really make a name for themselves. Late.
This is
and
normally
close.
Hanky or
There's not
Romero,
much
but we're
margin
going to
for
give them a
error, but
night
at the
off.
same time, there's a reason they're put in these
Sorry,
situations.
Romano.
Rogers makes the grab, 1 down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
That misses the zone. 2-1. That clips the corner.
2-2.
The 2-2. Blows
Got
the
him.
high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs they kind of look like to the hitter that they're...
Got him.
And a
Ball
swing
game.
and a miss, and that is the ball game. The final 1-0. They hang on to win it by a run.
8-0. 2 away now from another voucher. Game number 9. At home against the Cats. Pablo Lopez.
Here's Andres Jimenez. The pitch. That's in there, and we are underway. Well struck, right field. Back there. Gone.
Typical of Lopez.
Well, we see this so much more today. Lineups with Pop in the leadoff spot, and
That's a
it
bad spot
really
for that
puts the
pitch,
pitcher in
though.
a tough spot out there where he has to execute right away. You can't just get over a couple of strikes to settle in, get comfortable, because at the plate, that guy's looking to do exactly
One out.
what he just did. Start the game off with a huge bang.
Hauls it in for the out. George Brett in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
2 strikes.
And ball 1. Misses.
Outside,
The
that's the
count now 2-2. In the air, center field.
Jazz got
Chisholm
that one.
moving under it. Drops into the glove. And there's 2 down. And now Joe Mauer. Ground
Out.
ball right side. And foul ball. 0-1. And fires in a fastball at
0-2.
95. And that one is inside.
2.
The 1-2. Bounce to third. Turner to first.
Okay, we
And
gave up
that
the
is
1
that.
home run.
Another look here at the solo shot leading off the. Now the left fielder, Matt Holliday.
Put Duran in.
And here it comes. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1. In the air, right field, pretty well struck, and that
Over his
one
head.
hops the wall. Throws to second, into second
Double.
base. The tying run is on with a leadoff double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position.
Jason
Now,
Kendall.
there are several ways that they can get this run across.
And here is Jason
All
Kendall.
1.
Count 1-0.
Holliday stands at second with no outs. Pitch misses
2-2.
there, and the
2-0.
count is 2-0. Movement in the bullpen. Cole Sands preparing to come on if needed. Hand, the lefty, warming up as well. The 2-0 is in for a strike. Witt tosses
One
to
out,
first.
runner
One
over to
gone,
third.
bottom half of the first. Here's the
Kirk
catcher,
is up.
Alejandro Kirk. That's
Strike
in
one.
there. Strike one.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Strike two.
Strike two.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
And a pitch. Off the plate.
1-2.
Now 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Foul,
That's
stay
foul off
alive.
to the right side, keeps the AB going. One away with a runner at third. Next one just
2-2.
misses. Now 2-2.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that
Count.
pitch that's up, that's in on your
Carter
hands.
on
That'll
deck.
pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
At the belt and fires. On the ground. Witt. In plenty of time.
Gets
at
the
first,
run in.
but the run
1-1.
scores, and that makes it a 1-1 game.
Joe Carter.
And now the right fielder, Joe Carter. This one in the air, right field. Gordon under this one. He makes the grab, and that's the third out.
Got a run in.
New inning getting started. Here's the speedy catcher, Pudge Rodriguez. Yohan Duran comes on now, and this guy can bring it velocity-wise. There's a strike. Next pitch misses, and it's 1-1. Righty delivers. That one a triple
1-2.
digits.
He can live up in the zone all game if guys will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitter's got to look down in the zone.
Got him.
Swings over the splitter for strike three. Now, Minnie Minoso. Swings through that one. 0-1. And a swing and a miss.
Got him.
Right-handed reliever.
Foul.
Foul ball still 0-2. And a pitch.
In the dirt. 1-2. Got Minnie swinging.
Struck him out.
That's 2
Chased
Ks
the
for
fastball up the ladder
Duran.
for strike three. And now Grady Sizemore takes low for ball one. And that's in for a strike.
Sizemore looks at that one.
Triple
1-1.
digits on the gun. I know there are more guys that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
2-1.
Next pitch inside. And it's 2-1. 1-0-1 on the gun. Swing and a miss.
Got
it
him.
by him for the K.
Rand strikes out the side.
And welcome back. And the batter now is Joey Votto. Martin back to work. Just off the outside edge.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Next
1-1.
offering is in for a strike.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
The pitch. Ripped on a line.
That one's
Sizemore
caught.
makes the grab, one away.
He was all
And
over
Justin
that
Turner.
fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way bad.
Justin
Ball
Turner
one.
in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Swung on, belted.
Home run for Justin
And
Turner.
that one is gone. That's what the fans came to see, and now they're out front. It's
425 feet.
2-1. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lived.
New pitcher
We're up
on
2-1.
here, Declan Cronin.
Now we got
Just trying to keep
Jazz
this one
Chisholm
close here, and
Jr.
This is where a bullpen can give their guys
At
a chance to fight back into the
7-14.
game.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball one.
And that
Swings
one
and
is
crushes
yard.
one right field, way back and gone.
.400
A
feet.
solo shot.
for Jazz.
And they add a run. It's 3-1. Base is empty, one away. Here's a speed threat.
Jimmy's
Rollins.
batting .714.
And that one in the air, center field.
That one's
Sizemore
caught.
in position. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Now it's Brendan Rodgers. First offering, and it just misses. There's a strike.
1-1. Excuse me.
Here's a 1-1.
Rodgers crushes
deep left
one.
Field and forget it. He flexes his
413
power
feet.
with that swing, and they add to their lead. It's 4-1. Here's a new pitcher from
Matt
the
Holliday.
pen, number 52.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep
Ball
them
one.
within striking distance.
Holliday at the plate and takes high there. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. The
Ball
next
2.
offering misses. 2-0.
2-0.
And there's a
2-1.
strike.
2-1.
Check swing on the 2-2.
we're
Appeal
around
to first.
apparently. 2
And
and
that's
2.
a swing, according to umpire Matthew Ross. Hacks
Swing and a
and
miss.
misses. It's a strikeout.
Few home runs that time.
Top half of the 3rd inning. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Tom
You get
Henke
Henke
comes
to
out
come
trying
in.
to close it out.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate
Fly
because
out.
of it. Every outing
start, 1 out.
seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Nick Gordon stands in now and watches strike 1.
Hanky's already blown 1 save so far this year.
In there for a strike at the
1-2.
top of the zone. Good eye right there.
1-2 count.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a
Swings
miss.
through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the
Cats
count.
are down
And
to
as a
their
pitcher,
last
it really
out.
allows you to start expanding the zone. Guys
Strike 1.
become defensive, and all of a sudden, for the hitter, that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the
Strike 2.
pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Foul ball.
2 outs. Just
Off the
off the
plate, ball 1.
outside corner. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Got him
Down
looking.
on strikes.
Hanky
And
with the
that'll do
save.
it. 4-1 the final here today. For Chris
9-0.
Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here.
Tom Hanky with 2 strikeouts is your player of the game. His 2nd save of the season. Lopez is now P1. Turner's P1. We got a classic. Now, is it classic for this TA, or is it classic for an older TA? It's this TA, okay. So we can go shortstop, second base. Rollins is there. I'll do the second base. Oh, I can't. Actually, I can. Just in case if I decide to place him offline, I can get him complete. But we need to go single player, mini season. Manage squad. There we go. Rogers is out. He's in. I should actually see something. Captains. Is there any captains that can actually produce anything? There is. Okay. Let's do that. How about pitching captains? So Hanky will eventually be a captain. Let's just assign him now. Actually, let's just do it right now. Oh. All right, let's play game number 10. The Grom's gonna be pitching. Added some captain stuff this time, so see if that makes a difference.
Here's Andres Jimenez. The pitch. There's a strike up high, and we're underway. Next one misses,
1-1.
and the count is 1-1. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits.
1-2.
Misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2.
Singy, we were chatting about the GBL a little bit earlier. One of the first things people bring up is the 28-game schedule. But it feels like people forget why we only play 28 games in this league.
Well, anyone who questions the length of the season isn't traveling with us from New Orleans to Tokyo to Lima, that's for sure.
Frank Thomas now at the plate as he thought about that one but held back.
1-1.
Next offering is in for a strike. Exactly right, Chris. We can't play 162 when we're covering nearly every continent on the planet.
Seriously, though, are we in London or Liechtenstein next weekend?
I think we're in Cairo.
It's a good thing I asked.
Throw over to Votto. 2 quick outs at the top of the first here tonight. George Brett in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called
Wouldn't it be
strike.
funny if I was actually going to Cairo?
Strike 2.
0-2.
Righty to the plate.
Got him.
Struck him out swinging. Pulled the string on the change. Here's the left fielder.
See
Matt
what we can do
Holliday.
here. Matt Holliday.
And a pitch. There's the strike.
Strike 1.
Line to left.
Ace hit.
Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down.
Everything came together for him. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything.
Jason
Really
Kendall.
good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
And the batter now, Jason
All
Kendall.
1-0.
First pitch, and he just misses.
Two and 0.
Pitch out, but no action. The pitch.
Held
And
that one
fouled
off. 2-1 count.
The 2-1.
3-1.
Lay off that pitch
Kirk
down.
on deck.
Alejandro Kirk to bat next. And he walked
And that's
it.
a walk.
Well, now he's got 2 runners on after that walk, and Things can get out of hand in a hurry in these situations, so he's going to have to find a way to get back into the strike zone.
Alejandro Kirk, the next to hit, takes low for a ball. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye.
2-0.
And now 2-0.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Bullpen activity starting up now. Number 52 up and throwing. Number 53 warming up as well. That's to third. Nice stop. Brett to second. Over to Thomas. 2.
I think there's always something pretty about watching a 5-4-3 double play.
Hey, Joe Carter.
Just seeing the ball whipped around the diamond with quickness and accuracy, that was nice.
Joe Carter, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Holiday on third with 2 out. Next pitch is inside, and that's ball 2.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
And that one is lifted in the air. Gordon settles underneath it. Puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning. Back here at the ballpark, and now the DH, Joe Mauer. That one catches the zone, and it's 0-1. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
Boog, our man, Darryl Parker, DP. At home plate for this one. Pretty average size strike zone, but the book on him is that it sort of moves around. You can't always count on how he's going to call it from game to game.
That's inside. And now 3 balls and a strike. To the right side.
Bottle touches first.
1 out in the second. Yeah, he's one of those umpires that I have to see make his call on a borderline pitch before I start making my call. Like you said, it's not always predictable, but it's pretty fair for the most part. Pudge Rodriguez up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Not even close there.
Even close.
And now 2-0. Next offering misses. And now 3-0. And that's in for a strike.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
3-2.
Swings and misses. Now 3-2.
Swing and a miss.
Serious gas at 102 on that one.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Minnie Minoso in the box now.
Just
No balls in a strike.
Corners.
Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2.
Second inning here, no score. Next one just misses. 1-2 to count.
Got him looking.
And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. So they turn to the lefty in this spot.
Bullpen.
Number 53. And the batter now
Romano.
is Joey Votto.
Now pitching, number 53.
The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. And a strike in there.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead
Come on,
early
Votto.
in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
In
Fly
the
ball
air,
out
out
center.
towards
That's
left
1 out.
center. Sizemore snags it on the run.
Well, such a
Justin
confidence
Turner.
boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
And that's going to be caught. That's 2 out.
Gordon makes the catch for the second out. Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Come on, Jazz.
Fouls one off out of
that
play.
one
Back to our left. The wind and the pitch.
Well, that should have been a strike.
Squeezed a little
1-1.
late.
And now the lefty. Good eye right
2-1.
there.
Base hit for Jazz.
And that's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Batting in.
Jimmy Rollins
will hit next. The switch hitter batting right. Now snap throw to first. Chisholm back easily. Another move to first. And he's back again. Flips the corner.
Nice pitch.
1-1. Snap throw to first. Chisholm dives back in safely. Back over to first, and they're keeping him close.
Come on, pitcher, throw the ball.
Again to first, and again he's back safely. Chisholm, the runner at first with 2 gone. Back to right. Gordon makes the grab on the run. We'll move to the...
All right.
Welcome
to the
back.
third.
Here we go, top of the third, scoreless game. And now the center fielder, Grady Sizemore. Pitching change here, John Schreiber. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. That's in there. That's strike 1. Swings through that one.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Next pitch is outside.
Just missed.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close
Foul
as
off.
it gets.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Right-hander kicks, deals. Way high.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where pitchers would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Nick Gordon stands in now and watches strike 1. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now.
Pop-up Turner's going to get there.
In foul ground.
Going to the bottom of the third.
To make the catch.
We can win it with a walk-off.
Bottom half of the third, and they bring in a new pitcher, number 52. And now it's Vidal Brujan. Now the right-hander ready to go. Still no score.
Ball
That's
1.
inside. That one
Ball
misses. 2. And it's 2-0. The wind of the pitch. And that's grounded away. So definitely a little wild.
Holiday on deck.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
3-1 is on the way. Oh, and this one's
walk-off home run. Let's go.
Out of here. Ball
First
game.
at-bat with him, 406 feet. We are now 10-0.
To right, and they walk it
Take
off.
the game 1-0. Let's go.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed
That is
scenario,
3 walk-off home runs that we've had so far
he was
in
living
10 games.
a childhood moment right there. Nice swing of the bat, nice win for the team.
Everybody stand up if you...
All right, we get a voucher. And we finally get Max Fry. Or Freed, sorry. Probably butchered that. Okay, let's go and collect said voucher. Then we need to go to programs, team affinity. We're still going with the AL East. We are going to give in the voucher, which should give us a captain's pack, I believe. Sure does. Let's go with Felix Bautista. We're also going to add him to our bullpen. What do I need with them? I think it's saves probably, right? Probably 3 saves. Yeah, Bautista needs 3 saves. Okay. So we're going to go to mini seasons. We're going to add him to our lineup. And a squad. Perfect. Let's see what was captain's thing again? Five of 8 pitchers earned from the team affinity program on your squad. Okay. Then we're gonna go out here to the old collections. We're 37 of 90 now of set 4. Can't remember. Did I get a set 3 player? No, I did not. Set collections. We got 44 now. So we're 6 away from Ryan Helsley. $18K away from Ball as a Habit pack. I think this is where I'm going to call stream. I'm gonna go do some clip stuff. 242 walk-off home run. So we are off tomorrow. We will be streaming again on Thursday. Either some PGA career mode, or we're gonna do some games with a buddy of mine. We'll see what happens if he's up for it. But let's go and raid someone. Let's go raid. iFresh. They are playing some Call of Duty. If you're not following them, please give them a follow. And I will see you guys Thursday night for some PGA golf. Have a good night.